I think it's time for another sketchbook tour. Hello, welcome back to another sketchbook tour. So this is sketchbook tour part 3. This one has to be, I think, my second favorite sketchbook, but I'll explain my reasons why. So this was made back in 2021. The first drawing was drawings of balloons and clouds and I think snow. So this sketchbook has a bunch of drawings of prompts, of fan art, and just trends and things that I went through as a teenager back in high school. So we first have a couple of drawings of fan art from Summer Camp Island. I really enjoyed this show. The show was really wholesome and cute. I just loved the monsters, the Yeti, and I loved Susie. Even though she was the anti-protagonist, I still loved her. Okay, she was so cute. She was adorable. She was a diva, and she was girl bossing. Okay. And yeah, I really like how these Summer Camp Island drawings look. So this next page, the one with the cows and hoodies, this is going to be a trend throughout this sketchbook where I draw certain types of animals, things, or whatever in sweaters. I don't know why I chose this trend, but it was just something that I liked, and that was a comfort for me. So we have a dinosaur wearing a hoodie / sweater, I don't know, and a mushroom just looking into my soul, just scary and creepy. Next, we have a drawing of a sheep and Michael from the Dream SMP. I also had my Dream SMP phase, but this happened a year after the whole Dream SMP went public or big for me, because I've heard like little things about the Dream SMP, but I wasn't so interested in about it because I just felt like it was just another Minecraft server that was not interesting to me. But after a while I started watching a couple of streamers and yeah, I liked them. So we have first some drawings of bees, flowers, and then we have a hamster wearing a top hat. I don't like how the ear looks. I think the ear was just too, it wasn't symmetrical at all. Then I drew a clown and a sheep wearing a hoodie. I really like how the clown looks. I just feel like the clown was the perfect size, and it reminded me of a porcelain doll. Next, we have a fox wearing a sweater, and I do not like this drawing of the bear with wings. I don't know what I was going for, but I took so much time, and it took so long drawing that bear with wings, and I never want to do that ever again. Next, we have a drawing of a bunny. I really like how the bunny looks. I love how the angle and the arms look, but I wish the arms were a little bit shorter. Then I have a drawing of sheep. I don't like how the sheep look. I just thought oh yeah, let's not add pupils to this drawing. It'll make sense. No, it didn't. The next few drawings, I drew a hedgehog with the word fast underlined. I think I was trying to draw Sonic, but I didn't know how to draw the Sonic style, so I just drew a hedgehog. Then I drew this little living room setting with Chipotle on the table, and yeah, it was cute. I do not like this page on the left. I hate it. I do not like it. I love the prom tree. It's perfect. It's cute, but I don't like the waterfall. Then the other page is a snake in a little witch's house or a little witch's hut. I like how the snake looks and the potion and everything in this page. It's just cute and simple. Then the next page, it is a drawing of I think living room, and then we have a drawing of mushroom plants. The mushrooms reminded me of a tattoo drawing or something. And then the bedroom, living room, I don't know what it is. I just like it. It's cute. I love how I got everything to fit in the page. Another page that I do not like. I don't like the drawing of the crown, even though the crown does have a lot of good highlight, shading, and shadows, but I just think that I would have added a little bit more details to it. Then we have the Sweet Dreams drawing, which I was trying to do a pop-out book, but it didn't look like a pop-out. Next, we have a drawing of a monster and a T-Rex. I really like how the monster looked. This was inspired by Ed's World, the monster that Tom became, and I didn't like how I added flowers, but it was so cute. Then I drew a T-Rex, which the T-Rex just has too many teeth, which I understand. T-Rexes have a lot of teeth. Next, we have a drawing of an octopus and a top hat and some battle blocked theater characters. The squid was cute. I think I don't like the eyes, how they're anti-symmetrical. And then this was just fan art of a game that was trending back in 2021. The gameplay was from Rambo. Rambo was one of those YouTubers slash Twitch streamers that I felt comfortable with because they were able to make me laugh and just make me feel a lot of good, silly, fun emotions. Then we have some drawings of orcas, and then we have a cuttlefish drawing. I did not steal this. I wanted to practice their style. It was really cool. Then we have patches, or I don't remember this Animal Crossing name. But we have an Animal Crossing character, and then we have a drawing of Las Vegas or Las Nevadas. I really like how this one looks, but I think I just couldn't get any of it right. Then we have another cuttlefish drawing, and then we have a drawing of Technoblade back when he was not feeling so well. And these pages were really cute. I really like the cuttlefish drawing, though. It's really cute, and I love the details. I should really redraw that in my current sketchbook. Then we have a drawing of Michael's, again, from the Dream SMP. I really like how this one looks. I think in the sketchbook, there's a lot of evolvement in my drawings of Michael. And I just really like it. I'm really happy with the progress. Then I drew a raccoon with some long sleeve and a cat with 2 colored eyes. I really like how these drawings look, but you could see like a little bit of yellowing on the eye. Sorry, I dropped something. Next was my entries for Inktober. So back to the topic of Inktober, I think this was my 3rd or 4th entry into Inktober, and I skipped most of the prompts because half of the prompts that were in Inktober weren't corresponding to the spooky season. So when I was doing Inktober for 2021, I try to make sure to have like that spooky feel to it. So like you see the watch, I put the number 13 inspired by the clock from Haunted Mansion. But then when you come to this page where it's pressure and strawberries, there's no relation to spooky because strawberries are usually available during the spring. And then, yeah, again, this Inktober was not the best Inktober, but I still had fun with it. I did have to skip some days because some of the days were confusing me, or I just didn't understand what to draw at the time because it was just too confusing for me. I really like how I drew the tick. It really has that like actual like realistic type feel to it, even though I do not like how the arms look. And this helmet, yeah, the helmet looks good. I don't know why I put like a paint like bottle there or a paint can there. Again, with this like Inktober, I just don't like the fact that for Inktober there wasn't anything relating to like spooky, and it was just like a hodgepodge of different types of things and prompts. So as you could see, like we have roofs, fans, compasses, moon. Like, does that to you speak spooky and Halloween-esque besides the moon? No, it doesn't. It's just things that Inktober wants to like add in and put because they think like, oh, this is gonna work out. No. Then we have Loop and Sprout. I really like how Sprout looks. I like Inktober was not one of those types of things to be participating about because when you think of Inktober, you think of like Halloween type seasons. So I really like the fact that other artists are participating and creating their own lists where it's like they make Halloween like prompts, okay? They make it fun for artists that want to draw and want to create spooky things for the spooky season. Then we have an extinct Loch Ness Monster. Again, I just feel like Inktober is always going to be either a hit or a miss. I think if they switch back to doing spooky things, then yes, it might work. Then we have a drawing of a Splatoon inkling, and then connection between a hand and a butterfly. Then it was Spark, Crispy. Like, again, I'm happy that I was able to step out of my comfort zone to draw these types of drawings, but again, it's not Inktober, it's not Halloween season, it's not spooky, it's just a hodgepodge of drawings. I do like this drawing of this cat with like different types of patches and so forth. It's really cute and adorable. Same thing with the Slither drawing. I really liked it, and again, I had to add in my little detail of a pumpkin in the background. Then the next page, I love this Huggy Wuggy drawing. I do not care. I love it so much. It's so adorable. It's so cute. I think I got it so perfectly right. And then again, back to the Inktober. I think like if you were to try it for your first time, I say go for it. But if you were to do it again for like next year, I say don't. Then we have a Quackseye because I really liked how Quackseye look. I love the design of it. And then we have a little nightmares critter thing. I don't remember the name of it. I'll try to remember it a little bit later. Then we have a Rambo drawing, which I love so much. I love the detail and the eyes. Then we have a Kirby. Kirby looks so cute and adorable. I just love the color of pink that I used. I wish I would have colored in the shoe or Kirby, but I was just too scared to use up all that pink. Then we have a drawing of Freddy and then a drawing of Callahan. I don't like how this Freddy looks, but Freddy looks cute and Callahan just looks really tall. Then we have the Nightmare Teddy from Nightmare Before Christmas. This teddy bear looks so cute and adorable. And then we have Sam from the Dream SMP. Sam looks cute and adorable. Again, I'm gonna be repeating my words over and over again because I just think like these drawings that I did back in 2021 and 2022, they were really just cute, simple, and just little ideas. Then we have a Rambo drawing. That's not Rambo, that is Technoblade and Michael. We have Bunny Technoblade, and then we have little Snow Michael. I don't remember the village that was Michael stayed in. Then we have another Technoblade in his usual uniform, and then we have Sam holding a heart. Then we have a little happy birthday present for Michael, and then we have my little drawing of Boney. That was not the first drawing of her. That was just, I think, a TikTok trend. Then we have a drawing of I don't know if that is a cat popping out of a cake. And then we have a drawing of a cow. I was really proud of this cow, but then after a while, like looking at it, it just didn't sit right in my stomach. Then we have a drawing of a clown. I like how the clown look. It's cute. And then we have a whole bunch of characters from the Dream SMP, which I cannot recognize or understand. Then I drew a little happy birthday thing for Bad Boy Halo. I think I was trying to draw him frosting or a cupcake. Then we have a drawing of Technoblade. This was the first time I drew in like color pens. Then we have a drawing of Sam. This drawing of Sam looks cute. And then we have a drawing of a cat wearing goggles and a t-shirt. Then we have another drawing of Technoblade. This one was cute and adorable. This is when I finally figured out my style for drawing Technoblade. And then we have a drawing of Rambo. I wanted to draw him a little bit taller than the other characters. Then we have a drawing of a blob and a cat wearing that same goggles. And then we have a drawing of Technoblade, and I don't know if you could see this next page, but this next page was supposed to be a drawing of a bat using neon colors. I'm going to try to like center it or try to like fix the angle a little bit. I don't know if you could see it, but I think this was my first time drawing a bat. And then the other page was a drawing of a skull. And then we have another drawing of Technoblade. This was more detailed. I took my time on this drawing of Technoblade. And then I drew, I think, a flower cow. No, this was a yellow cow. And then after that, I drew a self-portrait, and I do not like that self-portrait at all. I don't like how the nose looks. I don't know how my eye looks. This is not how I look. And then the cow. I love the cow. Then we have two more drawings of cows, and then we have this little goat near fire type drawing. The cows, I don't like them as much. They're cute and adorable, but I just do not like them. I don't like the fact that I drew eyelashes on the female cow, but it is what it is. I love this page. So this is a drawing of a pumpkin spider and then a puppy popping out of a pumpkin. I really love these two. These two were used with felt markers, and I loved how I drew this pumpkin spider. Like, it is so cute. It gives me like that Wreck-It Ralph Sugar Rush monster vibe. And yeah, that was pretty much it. There was just a bunch of blank pages because I think I didn't want to finish off the sketchbook, or I just didn't have the time to finish off the sketchbook. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I hope to see you next time. Thanks.